सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Om. Now, in this second session, we are going to take up Narada Bhakti Sutras. Narada Bhakti Sutras. Narada is a rishi who is an embodiment of bhakti. What do you mean by bhakti? Bhakti means devotion. What is devotion? Devotion means bhakti. Love for God. Devotion means the meaning comes as a love towards anything. If you have love towards anything is called devotion. But especially we use the devotion word towards God, not any other object. Particularly, we use the word devotion when you have love towards God, only we use the devotion word. Otherwise, we say we have love towards that object or towards this person. Whereas the Lord, the Ishvara, the Bhagavan, we have connection with that Bhagavan. That love is called devotion. That term generally we use. Therefore, here in Narada Bhakti Sutras, Narada is a person, a Deva Rishi, who is going to talk about devotion towards the Lord. What type of devotion everyone should have? We all of us know something about Narada. When Narada comes into the picture, we all of us love and laugh also. He is the one who makes us to laugh. Because we know once Narada is coming, he is going to create problem. But in his every action, there is a subtle, inherent concept, meaning is there. That also we know. And he takes that advantage of the other people's weakness. He takes the advantage of other people's weakness and he exploits that. We think as though he is insulting others, as though he is pinpointing, he is creating problems. He is like a problem creator, we think. Stop. இப்போ வேண்டாம் அப்புறம் பார்த்து. As though he is creating problems. We can see in Prahlad Charitra also. And he is the one who gave guidance to Prahalada's mother, Lilavati. And he is the one who gave guidance to Dhruva. He is the one who teaches lessons for the people, those who are having arrogance. And he is the one who goes to the opposition party and the ruling party both, like that. That means he is the one who goes to Vaikuntha as well as other Rakshasas place also. That is that diplomacy is very difficult, Either you can be in the ruling party or opposition party. You cannot work for both. If you see the character of Narada, he is the one who always enters without anybody's permission. Even great rishis, they have to take the permission of Dwarapalakas. But whereas Narada directly enters, no visa problem, no ticket. He directly enters, always say Narayana, Narayana, wherever he goes. And he enters into Vaikuntha, he enters to Kailasa. Whenever he enters, everybody first welcomes him. And he goes to Hiranyakashipu also, and he goes to Ravana also, other Rakshasas also, he goes freely. They also welcome him. That means what? Imagine, he is a friend of all people. He is friend of all, even Rakshasas and Devas and as well as Asuras. And he takes the news from this loka to that loka. Those days no newspaper, not like now, Those days who is the news messenger? Narada. He goes to Vaikuntha and gives all the news of these Rakshasas, what they are all doing. And he gives the news there. And he comes from Vaikuntha or Kailasa, goes there and he gives the news here. So like that, his job is always to maintain the harmony. That is ultimate. What is his job? Ultimately, to create bhakti, to accept a person. The highest power is the Lord. That is his ultimate aim, to develop, to improve and to propagate the Lord's glory in the hearts of the human beings. About his birth, there are a lot of different opinions. Narada is a Chiranjeevi, some people say. He always lives. There are so many Naradas, many births. Every time he takes birth. From Puranas, you can see from the creation beginning, he is a Brahma, Manasa Putra. We all of us know. Brahmaji is different. Our Nirguna Brahman is different. Okay, remember. Here Brahmaji means four-headed Brahma, who has got the four heads. He is Manasa Putra. Manasa Putra means mentally. So he came from out of that Brahmaji's thought, Narada has taken birth. This is one concept in one of his births. One birth is that. Another time, he born like a Gandharva in the heavens. As a musician, he is a great Gandharva, great singer. And he is the one who found that Veena. Now we are playing Veena. No? That Veena was found by first Narada. When he was in a Gandharva Loka, he used to sing that time. And he got fell love in one that Apsaras. And because of that, he came to Bhuloka, again he got another birth. Like these stories are telling. Another stories tells he is brought up in Kanva ashram. He is the son of one dasi, servant, where she is working. His mother is working in the campus of rishis, Kanva Muni. This Narada born to her when he was young. Many rishis used to come to that Kanva ashram. When they were all coming, the Chaturmasya Vratam, when these Maharshis, Sannyasis, many people, saints will come to that ashram. That time, Narada was a small boy, and he used to do service to all of them. When Mahatmas comes, and if you do lot of service to them, they pleased by that service, and they bless with so many things. Like this boy, Narada, when he was young, he served through day and night to those Mahatmas, Sannyasis, many years. Then they blessed, it seems, they blessed Narada. That is why in our culture, always serving to elders, Mahatmas, is a great opportunity for us. Once you serve, from them the blessing showers on us. That blessings in adrishta rupena, in invisible manner, they will help us for our spiritual pursuit. Like that Narada did, and he got lot of benefit from them. This is about Narada's story. Once Narada met Vyasacharya, Badarayana. Vyasacharya, another name, Badarayana. Badarayana. He lived in Badarika Vanam. Badarika Vanam means and the Badari Regi Pandan Chulan Telugu, Tamil Erandapadam. And the mother forest he did tapas. Who Vyasacharya. That's why his name, from that time his name is called Badarayana. Once Narada met Badarayana, Vyasacharya, he asked, see, this Gnanam, highest self-knowledge and all, it is dry. So people, to understand that Gnanam, that highest knowledge, is very difficult. So to reach that state, there is a middle path is required to understand that highest truth. So therefore, there must be some rasa, no? That ananda, some bhakti must be included. So bhakti is important. Therefore, you write stories on bhakti more and more. You write Puranas about this bhakti. That is very important. Then Vyasacharya said, okay, I will write. He started writing so many stories on many great bhaktas, the importance of bhakti. Without bhakti, no gnanam is possible. That's why many of us, we may think, so Atma Gnanam means liberation, moksha means there is no need of bhakti. For that clarity, Lord Krishna gives answer in Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter. Bhakti, there are 5 types of bhaktis are there. 5 types of bhaktis. Stages. Instead of calling types, better to say stages of bhakti. 5 stages of bhakti. In the word use panna bayama irukku. Lot of misconceptions comes. 5 stages of bhakti. What is the first lowest stage of bhakti? Karma Lakshana Bhakti. Karma Lakshana Bhakti. I will explain you later. Just I give the hints. And second one is Upasana Lakshana Bhakti. Upasana Lakshana Bhakti. You can call in another name this Karma Lakshana Bhakti, Sakama Bhakti, we can call it as Sakama Bhakti or Karma Lakshana Bhakti. Second stage of Bhakti we can call as Nishkama Bhakti or Upasana Lakshana Bhakti. The third stage of Bhakti is Ekarupa Bhakti. Ishtadevata Bhakti. Ekarupa Bhakti or Ishtadevata Murti Bhakti. That means only one Ishtadevata you keep, go on worshipping that Devata, that Lord. Fourth stage of Bhakti is Aneka Rupa Bhakti. Aneka Rupa Bhakti. Having devotion on the Lord in many forms. In many forms you see, you show your devotion towards the Lord in many forms or all forms. Aneka means many. Rupa means forms. The highest and the last Bhakti is Arupa Bhakti or Nirguna Bhakti. Arupa Bhakti or Nirguna Bhakti, or you can call it as Gnana Lakshana Bhakti. In all these 5 stages, Bhakti is common, remember. Bhakti is common. Even for Gnani also, after crossing all these Bhakti stages alone, he reaches to that status, Gnani status. Without Bhakti, no Gnanam is possible. Therefore, these 5 stages of Bhakti, all scriptures talk the same thing. We never bother much about this who said, when he said, is it right, is it real evidence? No evidence is there whether really Narada said these sutras or not. Some people say Narada only said these sutras. Some people, no, Narada didn't say. Only Vyasacharya only wrote from the Vedas, from the Puranas, so many, they collected these sutras. Because of Narada is a great devotee, these all sutras are dedicated to him. So therefore they are called, these are Narada Bhakti Sutras. But we never bother. What we bother is practical purpose. How it works on our minds. That is we say. We never bother about all these contradictions. Who said, what is the date, all the historical in search we never bother. Whether it works or not, that's all. That is the matter for us. Therefore, this Narada is a personification of bhakti, devotion towards that Lord. And he, because of that saints, Mahatmas, he developed tremendous, because when they come to the ashrama, what they say those days, Bhagavat Kalakshepan, Katha Kalakshepam, you have heard that name? Namak Katha Kalakshepam Tukanda Gnapakam. Nicely you can sleep. Katha Kalakshepam is listening about the glories of the Lord. The glories of the Lord. Janamejaya also, Parikshit Maharaj also heard about the whole Bhagavata Katha. That is why still today it is prevalent in our houses. If any problem is there, any occasion is there, all plus and minus occasions in the house, they keep some Shravanam, Katha Shravanam, Pathanam, all they keep in their house. People will come and listen. Therefore, the more you listen the glories of the Lord, how the bhaktas love the Lord, they have shown the devotion, and how they faced that problems in their life, the more you listen, your problems will become more insignificant in front of their problems. That is why our people say, read Puranas. Many problems you can see the people, Dhruva faced so many problems. At what age? When he was so young. Imagine Prahalada, how many problems, troubles, then pains he underwent. From whom? Not only from outsider, from his own father. Imagine a small boy. How much Mirabai underwent pains from her own family members. And Valmiki, how he became such a robber, he became a great bhakta by blessings of Narada. You can see all bhakta stories who are all there. You can remember how even Draupadi is, how total devotion towards the Lord. Kunti is devoted to this Lord. And all bhaktas, they underwent so many pains, problems. Still, they continued their love and devotion towards the Lord. They never doubted that Lord has really compassion towards her, kindness, and they just showers their love towards the Lord. So Narada wants to tell us what is real love, what is real devotion towards the Lord. And he wants to tell us. Through these Narada Bhakti Sutras, Narada Maharshi are dedicated or written by Narada, whatever way we take, but we believe that Narada only given these sutras, we believe, nothing wrong in that. Bhakti means devotion, sutras means the aphorisms or statements, sutrani. Real meaning, the literal meaning of sutra means a string. A string is called sutram. The string means thread, string. When you and that string strung by that some beads, it becomes mala. It becomes mala. The whole Narada Bhakti Sutras, there are a lot of, this is only one sutra, big thread, string. And he puts a lot of many ideas about that devotion. So it is called sutras, number of statements, number of sutras he gives. So if you take the sutra, if you elaborate, then a lot of essence comes. But the sutra is very small, only 3 words, 5 words, even 2 words, one sutra formula. Then aphorism. When you elaborate it, expand it, magnify it, the excellent meaning you can explore from that. You can what you can call drive so many meanings comes from that. That is the sutra, Narada Bhakti Sutra. In the first sutra, there are a few chapters here. In this course, we are going to see only first chapter. That much only you can finish. Minimum 25 sutras are there in the first chapter. Now we are going to enter into proper text, the first sutra. I hope all of you are having that paper in your hand. In the Tamil version also is given. If you don't know Sanskrit or Tamil, you can write in your own mother tongue when I am reading. So repeat after me the sutra. Athato bhaktim vyakhyasyamaha Athato bhaktim vyakhyasyamaha Athato, atha, ataha. There are 2 words in that athato. Atha, Ataha. Join together, Athato. Narada starts his sutra first with Athato. Atha means now. Ataha means therefore. Ataha means therefore or thereafter, we can write. Therefore, thereafter. This atha is a usual style of writing sutras. They use this word, many acharyas, when they start the sutras. When Vyasacharya started his Brahma Sutra, Adhato Brahma Jignasa, he says. Now, here thereafter, enquire into Brahman. Jaimini Maharshi wrote Adhato Dharma Jignasa. Now, thereafter, enquire into Dharma. Like that. Now here Narada tells Adhato, now thereafter we are going to Vyakyasyamaha. Bhaktim Vyakyasyamaha. That we are going to talk about the description of devotion. Vyakhyana means I am going to explain elaborately. I am going to comment upon. Vyakhyana means comment. Comment upon the bhakti. Narada tells, now I am going to Vyakyasyamaha is a plural. We are going to, that is Vyakyasyami varad. Vyakyasyamaha means we are going to comment upon, giving description upon the devotion of the Lord, devotion on the Lord. We shall explain, explanation. Devotion on the Lord. Here Atha is another meaning it conveys, Mangala Shabdam. Anywhere, any text we are going to start, you have to start with prayer. Mangala Slokam. Mangala Slokam illamale onnum pannakodadu. This is our tradition. So here, when you want to write sutra, you have to be very brief. In a concise manner you have to write. Very brief, as much as brief. The more you are brief, that the more you are intelligent person. You are scholarly person. The more you talk less, you are a wise person. The more you are talking, you are not otherwise. You are otherwise person. Not wise, you are otherwise. That's why here acharyas also, they want to write very, very concise manner and very cryptic view they have to put. No place to write all this Mangala Slokam and all. So this Atha Sabdam conveys the Mangalam. Atha Mangalam. That itself is a Mangalam and starting, and it conveys so many meanings. That is the meaning. Bhaktim Vyakhya Shamaha. We are going to explain about Bhakti. We means what? Here we means that we can take in that concept all acharyas, mahatmas, whatever they have said. He is going to put all these opinions here. It is not one's own opinion, personal opinion. And his experience also, that is important. That is the difference between Jignasa, Brahma Jignasa, Dharma Jignasa. That is the intellectual process. Enquire into is a intellectual process. Whereas here, Vyakhya Syamaha means my experience I am going to explain to you. A Bhakta, who is real Bhakta, they only can explain their experience. Experience illana enna explain panna mudiyum. You should have something to talk. Otherwise, what you can talk? So Narada has got such a confidence, tremendous confidence. So when you have confidence on yourself, your own concept, ideas, experience, naturally the flow comes. You're never afraid of anybody. That's what he is going to say. Bhakti Vyakyasyamaha. What I have understood, what I have experienced, what is real bhakti, that bhakti I am going to explain. Adhato bhaktim Vyakyasyamaha. Here another idea also we have to derive. Athato. Now, therefore, means what? Therefore means wherefore. Because whatever karma you do, morally, ethically you might have grown so much, but still there is some inner emptiness person feels. The highest goal what I want to achieve, that desire, that intense desire will slowly, will always, that is which is natural instinct for every human being. The total tripti, total satisfaction takes place only at the one juncture. That is our morning class, Nityananda Sukham. That is moksha. Until that time, whatever ethically, morally, socially you grow, you do lot of puja, punyam, punaskaram, upasana, karma, all this, you will never give total satisfaction. And you are qualified some extent. Now I have seen all the pilgrimages, I have gone to all temples, I have done all pujas, I have done all vratas, I have done lot, I have written lot of Ramakoti, and I have written, done lot of japa, mantra, lakhs mantras, japas I have done. Still there is some desire inside it remains. Therefore, it is there in the people, in that person. Therefore, now we are going to talk about bhakti. In spite of doing all those karmas, vratas, pujas and all, still this person is feeling something, I want. Like tambura shruti, no? Sapasa, it go on continuing. Like that in our heart also. I want something, I am missing something, I want something, I am missing something. This inner dissatisfaction, that is called Purnatvam, Paripurnata. I am full, I am accomplished, I am full, totally full. I don't want anything. அந்த ஸ்டேஜ் வரலையே நமக்கு. இன்னும் ஏதோ வேணும் திருப்தியா இல்லையான்னு ஒரு அந்த ஃபீலிங் இருக்க. அந்த ஃபீலிங் இருக்கிறதுனால therefore we are going to explain about bhakti. This is one idea. Another idea, therefore, for another idea, there are lot of misconceptions about bhakti. There are lot of misconceptions. What is bhakti means one person gives one definition. One person says service to humanity is service to God. Bhakti, you do seva to all the people. That bhakti, that itself is a devotion towards the Lord, they say. Some don't do work at all, karma, nothing. You go to temple, that itself is a bhakti. Do pradakshanam daily, that itself is a bhakti. Some people say just you chant the name of the Lord hundreds, thousands of times, that itself is a bhakti. Another person comes and say, you can read the Hindu paper at the last page. Previously it was in the last page. Now in the middle they are putting. Daily one acharya comes and gives the description of bhakti one way. The reader get confused. What is bhakti? One day a Vaishnava acharya comes and Perumal is highest, great. He gives one path. And another day one person comes, he writes Saiva Bhaktara. No? He tells another bhakti. Another person says, this is not right, that is not right, whatever I say is right. And he gives pramanam also. He mentions, he quotes from some scriptural textbooks also. and it is it shows as though it is right for us. That's why we'll get confused. What is real bhakti at all? There are a lot of misconceptions are there. Therefore, Narada tells, we want to explain about bhakti. What you people are thinking about bhakti is not totally right. I am going to talk about bhakti. Many theologians, all other religions, philosophers, theologians, they talk about the Lord, either he, either she, either it. The Lord is as a male person, otherwise the Lord as female, otherwise neuter. One person comes, Lord is only in the Pumlinga, he is in Pumlinga, he means Pumlinga. He is a male person only, Lord, no female. Some other people comes, no, only Devi is there, no other male God. Another person comes, theologian comes and says, no, God is not Pumlinga or Strilinga, he is neuter, Napumsakalinga. He is no linga at all. He or she or it, these are the confusions. Some people comes with these three are not there. Some people come and says these three are there. God is he, God is she also, God is it also. ஏற்கனவே கன்ஃபியூஷன் இது கேட்டதுக்கு அப்புறம் இன்னும் கன்ஃபியூஷன் ஜாஸ்தி ஆகுது. ஸோ தட்ஸ் வை டீச்சர் இஸ் ஒன் ஹூ கிரியேட்ஸ் மோர் கன்ஃபியூஷன் அண்ட் remove the confusion. What are the possible confusions are will be taken place, possibilities are there. All the teacher should present first. That is a real teacher, a right teacher does, that is the job. What are the possible misconceptions will take place in the human mind, they all we have to put in front of the student. Then one thing you have to negate, remove one by one. That's why we should know why right is right, why wrong is wrong, why this right. This is what clear understand, clarity must be there. No, not just nodding the head. கிளாஸில் உட்கார வரைக்கும் நல்லா இருக்கேன், வெளியில் வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் அவுட். ஸோ தட் இஸ் a constant listening. The more, all doubts will not arise at the same time. Sometimes they arise. That time you will get doubt. பகவான் இருக்காரு, எங்க இருக்காரு, வைகுண்டத்தில் இருக்காரு. Some people are telling he is everywhere. எனக்கு காணும் எங்க இருக்காருன்னு, உங்களை உள்ளே இருக்காருன்னு சொல்றாங்க. அது உள்ளே இருக்காரு, எப்படி இருக்க முடியும் உள்ளன்னு? That one Bhagavan who is pervading everywhere, உள்ளே எப்படி இருக்க முடியும்? If he is in, some people say he is up. They show hand nicely. இங்க நம்ம எல்லாம் பண்ணலாம், he is up, he is sleeping. இந்த மாதிரி confusions all are there. Therefore we are going to talk about. This is the one sutra, how many ways you can derive. Many more will take, but this is sufficient. We will enter into the second sutra. Satvasmin Parama Prema Rupa Satvasmin Parama Prema Rupa. Sa means that bhakti is in Strilinga. So sa also Strilinga. Sa means that bhakti indeed tu asmin, tvasmin, how to split? Tu asmin becomes tvasmin. Tu means indeed, asmin in that bhakti is indeed that the nature, parama prema Rupa means the nature of Supreme. Parama means supreme. Prema means love. Asmin is a pronoun actually. Asmin means that pronoun. What is that? That Brahman. Asmin. This Atma is that Brahman. Ultimate meaning of this Parama Prema Rupa is this Atma is that Brahman. To understand this, we are going to elaborate more. Parama Prema Rupa, the supreme devotion on that Brahman. Who is that Brahman? This Atma. This Atma is that Brahman. Parama Prema Rupa. Prema means is what? Here, love. Now we will see what is love. Here itself we have lot of misconceptions. I love this object. I love means I have interest on this object. Why I love this object? It gives me happiness. Why I love a person? Because that love, that person's presence gives me happiness. Therefore, I love the person. In the sutra, Parama Prema Rupa, we are seeing the word Prema. Very carefully we are going to land the high pedestal. We have to build now. What is love, ordinary love? What is the highest supreme love? Once you understand, only the real bhakti starts. Now you will realize later, oh, ittanadu pannadhu bhaktiye illaya nu appudu thonu. Appudu disappoint venda, but you should understand. What is it? Love. I love this person. This is called analysis. We have to analyze. This is the sharpening your intellect. The more you analyze on your thoughts and your actions, you understand the clarity between your mind, the action and the thoughts. Then it is easy for you to sort out everything easily. How you are going to analyze? I love this person. Okay. We are going to analyze about love. Why I love a person? Any person, why I love? Because that person's presence gives me happiness. Therefore, I love. Understand? That means what? That person's absence gives me unhappiness. So this person I am loving because I get happiness. Now this is second step. That person's presence gives me happiness. Therefore I love. Because he gives me happiness, I love. This is called condition. What is the condition for my love? Why I love? Because the person gives happiness to me, that's why I love. Understand? Condition. What is the condition? I get happiness, I love him. If I don't get happiness, I don't love. I want to be away from that person. So what what is the cause for your love now? Because he gives me happiness, I love. But Narada tells, this is not love. But our love is that only. Here Narada tells, but that is not love. That we utterly failed, no? We are totally failed now. Just first step liye fail item. Similarly, people love God. Why you love God? Lord gives me. That's what. He gives me happiness. He gives money. He gives house. He gives children. He gives everything. Therefore I love God. That is conditioned. That means what? That is not real love for the Lord. That means you are putting a condition. The cheapest giving hair to the Lord. இந்த பாலாஜி திருப்பதிக்கு போயிட்டு ஒன்றும் செலவு பண்ண வேண்டாம், சும்மா முடி கொடுத்துட்டா போதும். If I give this hair to Balaji, he will fulfill my desire. Long back I kept, that I have to fulfill now. You are the last target I am going to finally, I am going to put on you. If you don't take care of me now, I will change party. I will change my party. பகவான் கூட பயந்தான், இவர் எப்படி பார்ட்டி சேஞ்ச் பண்ண போறாரு என்னமோ நிஜமாவே நீ ஃபுல்ஃபில் பண்ணணுமே. இது ஒரு மாதிரி பக்தி. ஸோ யூ give something to the Lord and you want to make things to be done by the Lord. பகவான் தேங்காய் உடைக்கிறது, you go and see in front of பிள்ளையார் கோயில், ஒரே ஒரு தேங்காய் மயமாக இருக்கும். இத்தனை தேங்காய் போட்டுன்னா அவருக்கு பாப்போம், he has to fulfill, like our political ministers மாதிரி. If they get this much amount of money, they have to do that project, that work. அது மாதிரி we bargain the Lord. This is the condition. And they wrote chits also. I am not criticizing, remember. They write their desires, everything, and they put mala and to the Lord. Have you seen? You have seen many places. And the மாலையா போடுவோம். And that means what? I have come to your temple today. I am worshipping you because what? So you have to fulfill my desire. This is the condition. See what we say and we raise our head. You know how much devotion I have towards the Lord? How much I love the Lord, This bhakti, and they want to publicize to others, and they want others to understand him as a great devotee. பண்றதே தவறு, அது மேலே he wants a recognition from others. Just one example I have given. All bhaktas, like எலுமிச்சம்பழம் bhaktas start பண்ணி, you can go to lakhs they are giving வெண்டி கிரீட்டம், the diamond kireetam to Bhagavan, the dress, sarees, money, abhishekam, so many they are doing. I am not criticizing, understand? These are all types of bhaktas are there. You don't say it is wrong, but you should not conclude that is ultimate bhakti. Hangida tavaru. Shastra tells ஏதோ ஒரு பண்ணு பக்தி, அது கூட பண்ணலன்னா கஷ்டமே, அங்கே இங்கே ஓடாமனே இது எங்கேயாவது ஒன்று இதாவது பண்ணணுமே, நல்லதுக்காக செலவு பண்ணுறேன், இல்லைன்னா அந்த பார் ஷாப்புக்கு எங்கே போய் உட்காருவான். ஸோ தேர்ஃபோர் அட்லீஸ்ட் கம் பை ஃபார் தட் லார்ட், தேங்காய் உடைச்சிட்டோ எலுமிச்சை பழமோ ஏதோ ஒன்று. ஸோ இ ஸ்பெண்டிங் ஃபார் குட் காஸ். இட்ஸ் ஓகே. ஹவு லாங்? லைஃப் லாங்? தட் இஸ் எல்கேஜி பக்தி, யூகேஜி பக்தி. யூ வாண்ட் டு சிட் ஆல் த life LKG bhakti? Okay, keep this aside. Another side we'll see. Bhakti in the we have developed. Amma, parents tell us, hey, Bhagavan irka, kannu kuttuva, thappu pannanum, kannu kuttum, kannu poidavanu solluva first. This is the first casualty. Children, pavam, the poor children, the parents educate like this, What bhakti? God fearing bhakti, afraid of God. That's why many people come and criticize, they ridicule these people. See, இவங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் ஒரே God fearing people ன்னு சொல்லுவா. Those people say, எனக்கு ரொம்ப அன்பு, ரொம்ப பாசம், பகவான் ரொம்ப I love so much. உள்ளுக்குள்ள fear, நியம பக்தி கிடையாது, fear. It's not his mistake. It's not that person's mistake. Whose mistake? Parents have given training like that. Bhagavan is there. If you do anything wrong, he will punish you. Oh, Bhagavan is there to punish me. Therefore, I should not do anything wrong. Then it starts. There is one person sitting somewhere watching all the time. This person always in tremors, the child or elderly person is also always under fear, constant fear. What constant fear? Bhagavan enna panna poraro, enna panna poraro, enna panna poraro. Very constant fear. Tell me now, anybody wants to love such God who always creates fear in us? Analyze. If your mother always threatens you, if you see your mother, you have fear, no? She's going to punish, she's going to punish. Do you like to come in front of your mother? By seeing whom you get a lot of fear, frightening. Do you like to see her? Do you like to love her? No one. Nobody loves such a person who creates always fear in me. Even my father or mother, if anybody creates, in teacher also. And the teacher paathodane bayam vandutanna, our teacher. It's not a teacher at all. Even she's not a mother also. No father creates a fear in the child, in the mind. No mother should create a fear in the mind of the child. No teacher should create a fear in the mind of the student. If they create a fear in the minds of the children or students, they are not real teachers, they are not real parents. They may be, suppose parents, teachers are there, but the child, the person, the student never accepts. If they accept outwardly, but they can never love that parents, even the teacher. What to talk of God? The visible parents ne love panna mudiyala because of fear. And the God fear is there. Can I love such a God? He is going to punish me. He is going to remove my leg. He is going to remove my hands. Kannu kuttutanna and the Bhagavan enakku venuma. I don't want such a God. Who removes my eyes? Who removes my legs? Who punishes me? Who creates me problems? Who wants such God? Nobody loves such God. And the creating fear is really, nobody wants to be under fear. Anybody wants to be in the fearful condition all the time? Like in other countries, no? In Jaffna, Gifna, if you go and see, always under fear. Their lives, in some African countries you go there, in Arabian countries, life is always under fear. Next moment, enna agumo theriyadu. Is it a life? It is not a life. You cannot live at all. Therefore, what is love? Real love. There is no place for fear. There is no, even iota of fear should not be there between me and the Lord. Any puja, any punaskaram, any vrata, if I do out of love, not out of fear. If I am doing out of fear, now change your attitude. You will never grow. If you do any puja, any vratam, any upasana, that is initial stages to cultivate the bhakti in the child, but that is also not a positive way of, constructive way of devotion. நமக்கு அறியாமல் அப்படி சொல்கிறோம் நிறைய பேர். But that is not the way. That is why many children are not getting proper love, devotion towards the Lord. See, when they enter into the teenage, they hate the Lord. Then stop going to temple. Who wants this sadist Lord? He gives punishment. And many people are suffering because of him. Then they discard. They don't go to temple, they don't want to pray, they don't want to puja, they will stop everything. Why? Because we have created such a gap between the Lord and the person. That gap is very difficult to fill up. once it comes. That's why I have mentioned the Prahlada name, Dhruva name. They never felt any fear out of it. Just they have love towards the Lord. They're never afraid of the Lord. Any bhakta you take, the real bhakta, never afraid of the Lord. I am free, more and more free than anybody, in front of anybody. I am free more and more in front of the Lord. That is why Bhagavan is greater than mother, father, guru, Ishvara. He is the source of happiness. He is the source of love. And I can share myself. I can have a link with Bhagavan. I need a person to share myself. Father is not available, mother is not available. Physically they are available, suppose. But I want to share my inner core. Only Bhagavan. Suppose your father, mother are available like Bhagavan, you are so fortunate. It is rare. If your guru is also available, you are so fortunate. But it is a very, very rare human beings availability like that. That's why all Mahatma says, surrender to the Lord. Surrender to the Lord. Now see the difference between love and the devotion out of fear. Just out of fear. That's why totally remove that fear from the Lord. I will tell you, in your inner heart of the heart, the fear is lurking. If idu pannalana enna pannu, enna aidumo. The Bhagavan is not such a person. When you are not able to fulfill his demands, you are yourself created the demands of the Lord, and you yourself blaming him. What a tragedy. He never asked. Itna tengai couldn't ketara. Kekliye. You give this much money, he asked any time. He never asked. You give this much love and affection, he asked. He never asked. Patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam. Whatever you give with love, surrender, I am ready to take. I don't want anything. But you are giving everything except your heart. Your heart is filled with full of fear. And you keeping away the Lord. Oh Lord, you be there. And close the door, I sit here. And go on crying. So, in the madri, bhakti venda. So, understand that love between the Lord and me means there is no gap. There is no iota of fear. No fear at all. I love the Lord, that's all. More we'll see in the next class. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.